any of these astrological placements in your birth chart, you are meant to trigger people, make people feel uncomfortable, and you are not meant to be the peacemaker. Eventually, a lot of the things that you do in this lifetime might create some kind of domino effect where it creates peace down the line, like generational trauma healing, systems being changed, so on and so forth. But in this lifetime, you are not meant to be liked at all. So here are the placements. If you have any of these planets on your angles, ascendant, descendant, midheaven, or IC, you are going to cause a lot of issues for other people in their lives, not necessarily intentionally. These planets are Mars, Pluto, Saturn, and Uranus. Also, with Mars, Saturn, Pluto, or Uranus on any of your nodes, so your north node or your south node. Or if you have an Aries stellium in your chart, Scorpio stellium in your chart, Capricorn stellium in your chart, or Aquarius stellium in your chart, it is going to cause a lot of upheaval for other people because of the following reasons. So if you have a heavy Mars energetic signature in your chart, you are going to not ever back down for a fight. You are not afraid of conflict. And because of that, people who just want to go along to get along, who want to do underhanded things and not have other people address it, you're going to address those things. You're going to bring those things up. You're not going to back down. As a matter of fact, you're going to start the fight and you're also going to win the fight. You guys like conflict. You don't back away from it. And most people, like I said, are very shy to be seen in a battle, and they're always going to see you as the troublemaker. If you have a heavy Pluto or Scorpio energetic signature in your chart, here's what's going to happen. You come into every situation in your life to transform it, okay? You do not leave things the status quo. You are not going to walk into a situation and leave the situation a same person. And that situation is not going to be stagnant. It's going to be completely changed. You create upheaval wherever you go, intentionally or unintentionally. So for example, in your workplace, you are going to create a lot of upheaval, okay? Especially if it's in your midheaven or your 10th house. That's an example. A lot of people are not going to like you that are your coworkers, or you're going to get a reputation of someone who doesn't let other people do things that are not ethical, because you always bring things up. You always find secrets. You always attract yourself to controversies and scandals. Even if you are not the person creating the scandal or the controversy, you are, I would say, highlighting and digging that information up. Secrets come up with people who have a lot of Pluto and Scorpio placements. If you have heavy Saturn, Capricorn influence in your chart, you're definitely in it for the long game, okay? You're not meant to be liked because most people are in a rush, okay? They really bypass a lot of things. They don't want to examine or self-reflect, but you are in it to win it. You never give up. It's very similar to Mars, except you move very slowly, and people really can't guess your next move because you move slowly, quietly, and disciplined. When you do things ethically, morally, within the bounds of the law, physical, spiritual, whatever, you're going to win. And that really irritates people. Also, Saturn Capricorn placements, you stop people from mistreating you. You point out, hey, it's not going to work with me. You create a lot of boundaries and challenges for people because you stand your ground. You do not let people mistreat you. You cut people off right away, and that also upsets them because unlike the Mars placement, you're not going to fight. You're going to say what you mean to say and leave it at that. You guys are the kings and queens of efficiency. You guys don't waste your time, and that also upsets people because most people don't know how to make the most of their time, and they can't multitask like you guys. Uranus, Aquarius, heavy energetic signatures in the chart. You guys are so inventive, okay? You guys are so future forward thinking. And this is why people don't like you. Think about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He had a heavy Aquarius energetic signature in his chart, heavy Aquarius Uranus signature in his chart, sorry. And he was always thinking about how do we move society forward, okay? Yes, he was trying to create peace, but he understood that in order to create peace, you had to, what? You had to bring up what kind of changes need to be brought up in society. You had to move things beyond the status quo. And a lot of people were angry at him about that because he was seeing how the future, he was a visionary, right? That's a lot of Aquarian placements. They're visionary for the collective. Okay, they can make a lot of different people get along, and people who are very attracted to dark forces, dark energy, static dark energy, they don't like that. Okay, so if you have a lot of Uranus and Aquarius in your chart, a lot of people are going to find you to be unapproachable because you are too smart for them to argue with. And I think that's why there's quite a lot of Aquarian, Uranian people who get offed, I'll say, so I don't get shadow banned. But definitely, these people are seeing things in a different way, and that really irritates people who want to keep tradition. I know this was a long one. Let me know if you can relate to this in the comments.